Hi, ladies. Welcome to Kitchen Conversations. We have a new guest with us today. We have Kristen Powell, and she is the wife of our new Life Groups director, Jim Powell. And she has just been such a blessing to us. I'm sure there's lots of new women in our church that we don't know yet. And she's here today to share with us about the IF Gathering, which is something that's coming up. So, welcome, Kristen.
Thanks, Michelle. I'm excited to be with you, sort of getting to peek into your kitchen today.
Right? Well, we were talking before we logged on officially, and she was telling me things that she likes to do. And I figured you should share that with the women too, so that they know who to call when they want to do those things, right?
All right, I'm your girl if you want to go eat fancy food somewhere, or art gallery walking. I'm a big fan. Or just like home design, maybe checking out some shops that maybe will give you some ideas for redoing your space. I like all of those things.
Love that. That is awesome. And
Yeah.
in case you guys didn't know, they moved here from Maryland. Do you want to tell us anything about that?
Sure. So we moved in the middle of COVID. I don't really recommend that at all. That was really terrible. But I think we've recovered. It's been, gosh, I don't know, 6 or 7 months longer, 8, 9, I don't know. It's like one long quarantine with virtual school. So I have 4 kids, eighth grade, sixth grade, and twins that are in fourth grade. And we moved on May the 29th into a temporary summer rental, and then we moved again on September the 7th into the rental that we're now in that we love. We're right on the edge of Lorton and Fairfax Station. And we came down here. Jim and I are both have been students at Dallas Theological Seminary at the Washington, D.C. campus. And through that, we connected with some Burke staff and found out about the opportunity for Jim to come on board as the Life Groups director. So that's kind of how we connected to Burke.
And if you ladies don't know, she's totally awesome, and we love having you. And we're so glad you're here. We can actually be with you more in person without masks.
I know it would be great to be able to meet everybody without you
Like
know,
so you'll be able to recognize her when you see her next. But
right.
speaking
This
of
is what my mouth looks
gathering,
like.
tell us about the IF gathering.
So, If Gathering, if you're not familiar with it, it's an annual event, and then they have an ongoing year-round ministry with a lot of resources for women. But it's targeted. They call it the If Gathering because the original question was if God is real and if the Bible is real, then what should that mean for our lives as women? And so it's the If Gathering. It's a gathering of women across the world, actually, from the very beginning, rather than. So Jenny Allen's the visionary behind the If Gathering. And I can't remember if this is the 5th or the 6th year that If has happened. But rather than do traditional women's biblical conferences, kind of some of the Beth Moore style things, or there were some, gosh, I can't remember the names of them, but they used to be where you'd go to this huge conference building and like 5,000 women would all go and attend a 1 day event together. Jenny Allen said, well, what if we rethink and we keep women right where they are? Because that's where their life is and that's where they do ministry. So, what if we just equip women where they are? And so, from the very beginning, IF has been a virtual gathering. And so it's a live event in one location where it's always been this partnership of about 20 to 25 speakers and worship leaders and authors, all coming from a biblical worldview. And they broadcast it to women in churches, women in their living rooms, dorm rooms for college women, locations all over the world. And it's so fun. During the event, they'll check in and you'll see, hey, there's this many million women watching right now, praying right now, worshiping right now with us. And I love it. It's been a great thing to be a part of, and to participate in. So I'm hoping that lots of women from Burke can join us on March the 5th and the 6th for this year's IF Gathering.
Yes, ladies, we are going to post the registration link below. And if you register, then you will have the link so that you can attend the event. And since it is a virtual event and we are all living with our own, social, like the people that we hang out with, that we feel comfortable hanging out with, feel free to invite those women to join you, and to either, if it's one woman to come over and you can watch it with her, or I did hear that because we're doing it as a group, there will be a place where we can all comment together and see each other's comments as we attend virtually this year. Tell us some of your favorite things about the IF Gathering.
So they always have excellent worship. And I usually learn a few new songs that I haven't heard before and get to see live worship led by some favorite worship leaders. Can't think of some of the names, but it's always wonderful. The other thing I love is the diversity and array of speakers that they have. So like Lisa TerKeurst is going to be there. Ann Voskamp is one of my favorites, and she's always there. Jenny Allen always shares from her heart. And then we've had, I can't remember everybody's name, but the woman who founded Be the Bridge, Latasha Morrison, I think, has been a part of IF Gathering from the beginning and has been able to speak into what's the conversation that could be happening in the church about racial reconciliation, and how can we as Christians be listening and taking action to make sure that there's not injustice, but that the church is a place of healing and wholeness. And I love that they talk about issues that we see in the news and they come at them from a biblical worldview.
That's really cool. I saw this one quote that they have on their website. It says, "We dream of women in every city using their gifts to make God's name great in their communities." And it just made me super excited to attend this event because I've never personally been to the IF Gathering. So I'm excited for it. Is there anything else you think the ladies should know?
I would say, so obviously you can just join the Burke link from wherever you are just by yourself and sign on and watch. But I think it would be more fun if you invited a friend or two or six or whoever, if you have a quarantine or if you have a pod. Invite some friends to watch with you, and then I think that could make it more fun. We are going to post the sign-up link in the comments below, and then if you're looking to be in a pod, like say you live in Fairfax and you're like, well, who's close to me? Who could pop over for Friday night? It's Friday night and then also some part of Saturday morning.
Yeah, so ladies, you can comment below in the feed and just let ladies know I'm interested in having some people over, and we can fill those pods and people willing to participate. So, Kristen, thank you so much for joining us today and just being here and sharing more about the IF Gathering. And there's also a trailer too for it, so I will post that in the comments below too, so they can see it as well.
Sure, and it's designed, I would say, high school girls all the way up, all ages. Especially, I know that they've got some breakout sessions for college women this year, for sure.
Oh, that's really cool. I love it. Well, I'm excited. Ladies, we hope to see you at the IF Gathering. Thanks so much, Kristen.